Hello, and welcome to Life of a Boss, the podcast, hosted by entrepreneur, public speaker, and mentor, Jason Hardin. This podcast is all about helping audiences create and reach their own definition of success through positive thinking, perseverance, and personal development. Having survived extreme obstacles from an early age, such as cancer, poverty, abuse, family dysfunction, and even homelessness, Jason has learned how to master the art of resilience and defy all odds to become the boss he is today. So, get ready for some serious game and remember to keep an open mind. Now, without further delay, here is your host, Jason Hardin.
What's up, everybody out there in the metaverse and in the universe and in cyberspace and social media, man? Welcome to another episode of Life of a Boss, the podcast, and I am your host, Jason Hardin, and it's an incredible year. It just started, and it's already an incredible year, and I'm only saying that because I see so many new possibilities in my life. You got to see some in yours. And I think that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about learning a new skill. I don't know about you guys, but my last day of school was not my last day of school. My last day of school was really the first day of me choosing what I really want to learn and where I want to take it. And I think that's important because many of us don't reach the levels of achievement or accomplishment or happiness or satisfaction that we want to reach because once school is over, we think learning is over. We think education is done, and that couldn't be further from the truth because self-education is like the most important kind of education there is. Like, what do you want to learn? And if you can ask yourself that question right now and can't come up with an answer, I feel sorry for you. If you have nothing that you want to learn right now, that's sad. With so much technology, with so much advancement in art and in video and in music and in production and in creation and in apparel and jewelry. I mean, there's so many things we can create. There's so many things we can create, and there's so many things we can make happen. There's so many things we can do, but it requires learning something. So out of everything there is to do, if you don't want to learn nothing, man, that's sad. So I just wanted to touch on the value of being hungry for knowledge, the value of being a self-educator, the value of independent learning, and it has changed my life. Everything I do now, I didn't go to school for. I didn't take a class on. I mean, I have a apparel company. I never went to school for design. I create logos and artwork for people. I never went to school for Photoshop. I never went to school for InDesign. I do podcasts. I write articles. I never went to school for publishing. I never went to school for writing. And I say all that because everything that I learned to do what I do now, I ran for office. I never took a poli-sci class. I spoke to a college poli-sci class and have never taken one. And I say that to say this: there is nothing you can't do if you're willing to learn it, if you're willing to jump into it, if you're willing to take advantage of the information and apply it somehow. There's nothing you can't make happen. Stop being scared to learn. And I say that because I think that's what scares a lot of us is the time we think it's going to take to master something. We're scared to take the steps. We're scared to fail. We're scared for something to be hard. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some things are hard. Not everything's easy. Not everything comes naturally to us. Try speaking Mandarin. Try learning something like that. I mean, it's difficult to learn. But if you want to learn it, you can master it. You can have conversations all around the world if you're willing to learn languages. If you're willing to learn anything, you can do anything. And I say that because it is the cornerstone of personal development. The whole point of personal development is understanding that we are able to constantly grow, constantly get better, constantly better ourselves, expand our knowledge, expand our mind, expand our horizons. And I'm saying all that because we're in 2023 now. There is so much out there that is valuable. And not everybody's doing it. So meaning if you learn it, you kind of got a leg up. Okay, I just came from the metaverse. I'm not going to lie. I just came from the metaverse. And I'm like a tourist there. I find myself in the metaverse staring at people. Like real creepy shit. I'll just be there and I'll just be looking at people. I'll just be looking at people interact. And I'm not impressed by what they're talking about more so than I'm impressed that they're talking and interacting and having a real human experience and creating real human connections in this VR world, and the crazy thing is it's not like being on the phone. It's not like being on social media. It's like being there. I mean, you got your hand movements. You can speak with your hands like, oh my God, them over there was doing this over there. It's crazy watching people interact in the metaverse. And I'll tell you why. It shows me that there is so much potential in the metaverse. I mean, it's limitless only because it's a place. It's no less real than us in a conference room talking, or us in an elevator talking, or us at my office talking. It's no less real than people getting together anywhere and discussing something. You see what I'm saying? So I say that to say that there's so much opportunity there. Meaning when you create a whole new world, there's a whole new world of opportunity. So I'm speaking to my entrepreneur viewers out there because if you're looking for a new grind, if you're looking for the next hustle, if you're looking for the next move to make, if you're looking for the next product, the next service, consider offering it in the metaverse. If you already got a product or service, consider offering it in the metaverse. And I don't mean having to create something in the metaverse. I mean just going there and talking to people, going there, interacting with folks, going there to push your business, push your product, push your brand, push your idea, because the metaverse is just like a cell phone. To some people, it's a toy. To some people, it's entertainment. To some people, it's a distraction. But to some people, it's tools. To some people, it's money. To some people, it's the ability to connect in a way that generates value. And I want you to be up on game. I want my audience to be up on game. I don't want another year to pass and my audience knows nothing about the metaverse and it's here. It's not coming. The shit is here. When Mark Zuckerberg first talked about changing Facebook to Meta, I was interested. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what it meant, but I knew what the possibilities could be, and I was interested in experiencing that as soon as I could. And I didn't understand that it was part of VR. I didn't understand that the metaverse and VR was pretty much one. The metaverse, it's not really, but it is. The metaverse is almost like Windows, and VR is like your computer. You know what I'm saying? So the metaverse is almost like the operating system for VR. Now there's other little operating systems that stand apart from that. You're going to have Apple with their new Apple goggles or Apple glasses that are coming out. You have a couple other companies that are releasing things. You have that Steam, of course, and even Steam is metaverse. Because once you're on Steam, you can go to anything that you can do with your Oculus, and the Oculus is another device for the metaverse. The Oculus Pro, it's a headset that doesn't need a computer, and that's what I just purchased. And all I can say is the possibilities are overwhelming. I'm gonna give you an example of what you can do and what you can create and how you can generate money. Design. And I don't care what you design. You could design letters, you can design houses, you can design characters, you can design shoes, you can design documents, you can design whatever. You can design clothes, you can design buildings. But being able to use your design skills and make something real that can be used is virtually free in the metaverse. Think about building a house here in the real world. You need materials, you need laborers, you need permits, you need all kind of stuff. Building a house in the metaverse is free, and you don't need anything but to learn how to build it with your controllers. And you can build for free. And I'm saying this to say that I want y'all to get on there and create. I want you guys to create, period. Even if you don't go to the metaverse and create, you can create anywhere, but I want you guys to create because there's so many possibilities, but it requires learning something new, and I think that's the barrier that people aren't willing to cross, is learning something new. They're scared to fail. They're scared for something to be hard. Stop being scared of something being hard. Stop being scared to fail. Stop being scared to not get it. Stop being scared to not understand it at first, because I'm not going to lie, I teach myself a lot. I'm always studying, learning something that nobody told me to learn. I'm always exploring avenues. I'm always trying to master something, mastering creating a podcast, mastering producing a podcast, mastering marketing a podcast, mastering making clothes, mastering making designs, mastering now making characters and making things in VR, mastering 3D rendering and 3D printing and all that good stuff. And I'm teaching myself that, and it's hard. It is frustrating. And like, I'll literally be in the space where I'm creating, and I told you all about this program called Gravity Sketch. And Gravity Sketch is amazing because you can create things in this program, physical things, objects, and then make them real somehow. You can make them real by 3D printing. You can make them real by creating the blueprint to create something real. Like what you build in here can actually translate into something real. And that's the difference. That is the new technology that we're working with. It's a video game system that you can actually take whatever you make, whatever you create, the money, the objects, the toys, the buildings, the products, and bring them into the real world. And the cool thing, you don't even have to. You can sell them as a digital product to anyone else to use in the real world or to use in a metaverse. And I know I'm all over the place because it's a lot to cover. But it all comes back to, what are you willing to learn? What are you willing to teach yourself? What are you willing to start from ground zero and see all the way through? And I don't know what the answer to that is for you, but there has to be something that you're willing to do that with, because that is personal development. Personal development means starting from zero and being willing to start from zero, start from nothing, start from scratch. Because that's what we do with ourselves. That's what personal development is, man. I am a damaged person. You know what I'm saying? I had issues. I had traumas. I had pain and hurt and heartaches and loss and a lot of things that affected me negatively growing up. And to get anywhere positive, I had to start over. A lot of people are scared to go through zero, but if you're good at math, you know that when you're doing negative, if you're in the negative numbers, if you have negative amounts of money, if you live a negative lifestyle, if you have negative family members, if anything negative is going on in your life, to get to a positive, you're gonna have to pass through zero. Do you guys remember the number line? There's zero in the middle. Zero isn't at the bottom. Zero's in the middle. So think about that. Zero isn't even the worst place to be in. Zero doesn't even mean you have nothing. It means you have more than less than nothing. You see what I'm saying? So change your perspective. And if you see this number line, if you see progress as a number line, then you won't mind going through zero to get to positive. But some of us are so scared to get to zero. Some of us are so scared to give up our illegal hustle because we might not have no money for a little minute. We might have $0 to work with for a brief minute until we transition to something positive and legal and legit and healthy and all that good stuff. So you can't be afraid to go through zero. So when you're learning something new, don't let zero scare you. Don't let the starting from scratch, having nothing scare you. Don't let the fear of not getting it right away or having to struggle to learn or having to read things a few times, a few dozen times, a few 100 times to get it. Don't be scared of that. Don't be scared of zero. Don't be scared of having nothing. Don't be scared of the transition to having something. Because I'm telling you, if you go through this point, if you go through zero, if you go through the unknowns, if you go through the struggles, if you go through the I don't get it, I don't understand, if you go through that, on the other side of that is everything you ever wanted in life. I'm not gonna lie, I think I have everything I ever wanted in life. I just have to want more shit now because life isn't over. Life's not over until you're gone. There is no finish line in this. There is no finish line for personal development. There is no finish line for being a better person. Stop thinking you're good enough. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can be okay with not being perfect. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's bad to not be perfect. But it's bad to not want to get better. You understand that? It's bad to not want to learn, to not want to grow, to not want to expand, to not want to reach and obtain and experience. That's bad. If you don't want to do anything, that's bad. You might as well just crawl in a hole and wait to pass away because that's what you're doing. Look at everybody in life that you know personally that's done learning. They don't want to learn shit. You tell them something, they're like, I know already. Well, I'm good. I don't need to know that. Where are they in life? Where is everybody in life that you know that is done learning? Where are they at in life? Are they making more money than they made last year? Are they in a better place than they were last year? The answer is probably no, because if you're done learning, if you're done growing, if you're done experiencing, if you're done trying to reach and grab something better, then all the shit that comes with it is not going to happen. The growth, the money, the status, the education, the influence, the bank account, the car, the house, the clothes, whatever the hell you want is not coming if you're done growing. The moment you're done growing is the moment you're done living. Now you're just here waiting to die. You're just running out the clock until you pass away. Don't be afraid to learn. Don't be afraid to struggle. Don't be afraid to scratch your head and say, damn, this is confusing. Damn, this is frustrating. And I know because I'm there right now. I'm trying to teach myself 3D rendering and and a program called Gravity Sketch and 3D printing and all that stuff, Cura and Unreal and Blender. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, if you guys know these words, please hit me up and teach me. Please tutor me. Please drop me some hints, a cheat sheet, something, because I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. Are you trying to learn? What are you trying to learn? If you're watching this right now, man, drop a comment. What are you trying to learn? Maybe we can help each other out. I'm going to give you guys a couple hints. Because I don't want to leave y'all with nothing. Because I'm going to leave here. I got to get out of here. But I'm going to give y'all a couple hints. I'm going to give you at least 3. No, matter of fact, I'm going to give you 5. I'm going to give you 5 great ways to learn something new. Number 1, immerse yourself in what you're trying to learn. If you're trying to learn Spanish, go to Mexican restaurants. Go to neighborhoods where everybody's Hispanic and strike up conversations. Talk to people. Go to your neighborhood taqueria and order in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you one thing. Don't be afraid to look bad, because one thing I learned about, let's say, going to Tijuana is that people that speak other languages appreciate you trying. So don't feel bad if you sound funny, or if you don't get all the words right, or if you can't conjugate your verbs in a different language. Like, don't feel bad about that. Go out there and try. Immerse yourself. Get deep into it. You know me, I'm trying to learn Gravity Sketch, so I'm immersing myself in the environments where those products are everywhere. Gravity Sketch products are everywhere in the metaverse, and not just in the metaverse. In film, Avatar is all Gravity Sketch. If you want to know how Avatar was made, how some of those characters and how some of those environments and how some of those machines and ships are made, Gravity Sketch. I'm putting you up on game. Gravity Sketch is like Photoshop on crack. Gravity Sketch is it, and it's free. It's free. Why would I not try to learn something that's free? I created a business with Photoshop, the free trial. I had the free trial of Photoshop, making money with it. You see what I'm saying? So there's opportunities in learning. There's opportunities in that struggle. Don't be afraid to struggle. Immerse yourself. 2, practice. Practice. Keep doing it. If you do it and fail, keep failing. Keep failing till you succeed. Failing is good, because if you get enough out the way, you'll start winning. It's like learning chess. I'm going to tell you one thing. When you learn chess, it's easy to know where the pieces go. It's easy to learn how the pieces move. It's harder to start kicking ass. You know, and to be a chess champion. And how do you get there? How do you get from knowing how the pieces move to being able to kick ass? And I'm going to tell you the answer. The answer is you start learning how to not lose. That's all it is. You know where the pieces go. Everybody know where the pieces go. The horse moves like an L. The bishop moves diagonally. The rook moves straight. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to know where the pieces go. But winning, the first step to winning is, how am I not going to lose anymore? And the only way to learn how not to lose anymore is by losing. It's by losing. You make a mistake, somebody capitalizes on your mistake, you be like, well, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to move like that no more. Matter of fact, I'm going to try to get him to move like that. Now you're on offense. You see what I'm saying? It starts with defense, and now you're on offense. But the point is the same. And you're learning something new. And you're practicing. You're keeping at it. Don't pick something up for a day and be like, damn, I'm not good at it, I quit. For 2 weeks and be like, man, I quit. If it's something you really want to learn, there is no quitting. It's me getting better at it. And that's how I take on challenges. That's how I take on new ventures. That's how I take on new avenues of business. I force myself to learn shit. I force myself to get it. And then I force myself to like it. I force myself to like the process of failing and having to learn and having to get back up and try it a different way. And I like the process now. And if you like the process, you're going to love the results, because working the process will get you the results. Quitting on the process won't get you anything. So fall in love with the process. Fall in love with practicing whatever it is you're trying to do. Next, find a mentor. Find a mentor. Find somebody that's better at what you're trying to do. And take them to lunch. Take them to dinner. Talk their ear off. A lot of people don't mind you wasting their time. If you're paying for something, if you're paying for the food, if you're paying for the drinks, if you're paying for the golf round, there's so many people I've taken to play golf just to pick their brain. I love golf. And if I find out somebody that I admire, somebody that I respect, somebody that I want to learn from loves golf, oh, it's easy. Let's go play golf. On me. And golf could be not cheap. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're trying to impress somebody. If you're really trying to get into somebody's world, I'm not going to take them to a little rinky-dink driving range with a little small 9-hole course of par threes. No, I want to take them to Angeles National. I want to take them to Brookside. I want to take them to San Dimas Canyon. Westchester. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, you want to connect with people that know what you want to know. You want to connect with people that already are doing what you're trying to learn how to do. Why not? Why read 12 books if somebody wrote those books is willing to teach me what he knows? That'll save me some time. I'm not against reading, because that's great. I'm not against the time it takes to put in something. But whenever I can cut a corner in learning, whenever I can shorten my learning curve, oh, best believe I'm going to do it. In school, they call it cheating. As an adult, they call it networking. Find a mentor. Number 4, use visual aids. If you're trying to learn something new, don't just try to read it. Don't just try to read it. Watch it. You know what the number 2 search engine in the world is? It's YouTube. There's Google and there's YouTube. Google is number 1, YouTube is number 2. And why is YouTube number 2 as a search engine and not another search engine? Because people want to see. People want to watch it. How do I bake this damn lemon meringue pie? How do I fix my sink? How do I, show me. So don't be afraid of the visual learning, man. Don't just get the books. Watch the videos. Watch the tutorials. That's why they have lab and lecture. Because when you can't just get it by hearing it and absorbing the information, you might get it by doing and watching and seeing and playing with it. We're visual learners. We are. Number 5, be patient and persistent. If you don't get it today, don't quit. If you don't get it tomorrow, don't quit. If it's something you really want to learn, don't quit. Be persistent. Stay at it until it becomes easy. It will become fluid. I've known that because I remember my first day on Photoshop, not knowing what any of the icons did, how they move, what to push, what to right click, what to do, how to change stuff, how to transform. I didn't know any of that, how to do any of that. Now if you see me in Photoshop, there's nothing I can't do. That's how I want to be in Gravity Sketch. That's how I want to be in podcasting. That's how I want to be in a lot of other things I do in life. And I know I can do it because I did it here. From scratch. No instructor. No mentor. But best believe the next time I try to take on something, I'm gonna find a mentor. I'm gonna use visuals. I mean, I didn't learn Photoshop the best way that I could have. You know what I'm saying? But everything I learn from now is gonna be the best way that I can. But if I learned something the hard way and got good at it, best believe I have total faith in what I want to learn now. I can learn anything. But that's because I've done it before. That's because I've seen the results. I've seen the finish line. I've seen the end result of picking up something that I've never seen before. Shit looked like hieroglyphs. And then coming back and just reading it fluently. Like, I know what they're talking about. I know what all the terminology is. I know how to explain it to somebody who knows about it and how to explain it to somebody who doesn't know about it. You don't really know something until you're able to teach it. I want to be able to teach gravity sketch. You know what I'm saying? That's how good I want to get at it. That's how I want to get at anything. I want to be able to teach it when I'm done. All right? So anyway, that's my word for today, man. Learn something. Pick something up and master it. But go through the process. Go through the pain. Go through the time. Go through the heartache. Go through the part where it isn't easy. Go through the frustration. Go through the losses. And you'll get to the wins. The quicker you can rack up all these losses, the quicker you'll get to the wins. You don't just get to the win first. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Even a boxer that wins his first professional title match, he got his ass beat when he was an amateur. Or he got boo-bopped when he was sparring with somebody. You know what I'm saying? He took a loss somewhere. Like Mayweather. Mayweather's undefeated, but you think he didn't take a loss somewhere? You think he never got his ass beat somewhere, somehow? His daddy, I met Mayweather's daddy, and I'm pretty sure his daddy done beat his ass. His daddy's good at boxing. His daddy still trains fighters. You think he didn't beat Mayweather's ass in some form before Mayweather went out there and started kicking ass? I don't care if you come in here undefeated. You lost before you got there. You just don't see those losses because they're an overnight success to you. You just saw them when they hit the big screen. A lot of people that had that one-hit wonder. Do you know how many songs they wrote that wasn't shit before that one-hit wonder? You know how many albums that they didn't put out before that one-hit wonder? That's what I'm talking about. The journey. You don't see everybody's journey. And not everybody's going to see your journey. So when you finally make it, there's going to be a lot of people that say, oh, man, overnight success. And you're going to be like, what? You don't know what I had to do to get here. And that's what success is. For everyone else and for you. All right? Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, man. I love y'all, man. I want you to continue to check in the show. I want you to continue to visit the website, lifeofaboss.net. Buy the gear, Made in Dina, Life of a Boss, hardware, apparel. Man, we're trying to do it. We're trying to do it big this year, and we want you guys to be with us. If you ain't being with us, we want you guys to be further. We want everyone to succeed who's watching this, who's listening to this, who's hearing this, who's reading this. I want to create winners. I want to create bosses. I want to help. Because I know the more people I help, the more people that can help me. The person I help can be the person that helps me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we should all be trying to give a little. When we understand something, that's why we should teach it. When you understand how to be a better person, teach it. I understand why I need to be a better person. I became a better person, and now I'm teaching it. It starts up here. It starts with your mindset. Change your mind, you change your life. All right? Anyway, man, I'm going to get out of here. I love y'all, man. And if you guys don't remember nothing else, remember this. Success is indeed a lifestyle. Peace.
Did anything stand out to you in today's show? If so, let us know. Your questions, comments, and concerns are important to Jason, as he is determined to always deliver to you only the most impactful information and content. Until next time, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and leave a review whenever possible. You may visit lifeofaboss.net for more episodes and great resources to help you become the absolute boss that you are meant to be. You can also follow Jason on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Hardin. Thank you. And to never forget that success is a lifestyle.